a dollar for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. If I had a dollar for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the.
So she's back. We have a big bowl of stuffed veg. Size matters. Foodie, doesn't matter if it's veg. If you think it's healthy, size matters. And a bowl of yellow. So we have veggies and a bowl of yellow. She's left the cough in, so we feel bad for her. Can't pick on her. Can't say anything critical if she's got a cold. Now, Foodie, just want to say, I do know what's good for a cold. Chicken soup. Make yourself some chicken noodle soup. I have a good recipe. I know you have your own recipe, but I think maybe you should go and check out my video where I made chicken soup from scratch. Just saying, it might make you feel a little bit better, and it's actually chicken soup. Just, yeah, sip of that, you'll be mended. All right, let's go. Let's see what she has to say. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think she's going to act like it never happened? Like the she-devil stream never happened? I think that's what we're going to do. She's going to talk about something completely innocuous. We're going to be vapid. We're going to be like distracted. We're going to completely just jump over the big fat red elephant in the room. Okay, let's go.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. I shouldn't even be doing this video right now because I'm sick. So
then don't. You could have skipped it. You could have stayed in bed and rested up. No one forced you. You wanted to do it. You're a trooper, an absolute trooper.
bear with me if my voice is weird and I'm coughing a little bit and having a bit of trouble breathing. But one of my favorite things I've been eating is mahashi, and it's stuffed vegetables. Basically, they're stuffed. It's a vegetarian meal.
How could it be your favourite? You've been home like 3 days. How many times have you eaten it since you got home? We've never seen you eat this before. Have we? No, I don't think so.
Here, it's stuffed vegetables with like rice and spices. It's so delicious. Vine leaves, grape leaves, kusa mashi, which is zucchini, cabbage, stuffed tomato, and a huge pepper. Yum. And lentil soup. It's like a mix of like lentil soup and chicken soup, which is good for when you're sick, right? And some water. So bismillah. Let's try this soup here.
No, let's not.
So I've been anticipating cooking. I cleaned my...
She's been anticipating cooking, not actually cooking, just doing the anticipating part, which we kind of knew.
In between, like, when I have bursts of energy, I would clean. So my home is clean. The kitchen's ready. I have my new apron and chef hat. I don't want to put that on him. I need so many things. I don't think he'll understand Worcestershire sauce. Little things I need. I don't know. I don't want to put that on him. You know, that pressure.
Oh, stop it.
It's definitely something, like, I know the ingredients I need for what I want to cook, etc., you know?
Foodie, we've talked about this. We've talked about this before. Say a few things together. Like, talk for a couple of minutes. Then get into your food. Then talk for a couple more minutes. Talk, sip, talk, sip. It's really annoying. This is why people hate your mukbangs.
So, I have a menu made, grocery list. So maybe in a couple of days when I'm feeling a bit better, inshallah, sorry for the mess, then I can go. In the meantime, I'm just like sleeping, resting.
So what's going to happen is she's made the list, she's cleaned up the kitchen, she's doing a whole bunch of anticipating cooking. She's going to have her cold, she's not feeling very well. We're going to wait a couple of days, and in the couple of days, we're supposed to forget that she said that she's going to do a whole bunch of cooking videos. It's going to give her a couple more days of ordering in food because she's not quite ready to give the ordering in part and the actual working and cooking for your meals part. So that's going to give her a few days reprieve. But hopefully we'll forget. Maybe Salah will forget to. And she could just not do the cooking and just do the ordering.
Cleaning up, that kind of thing. I think I like caught something from the airports. And this happens almost every time I travel. I get sick.
Because you're in a public space, you don't wash your hands, and your immunity sucks. Get every last drop. Every last
my coconut
drop.
hand sanitizer. But still, it doesn't help. I get sick. Salah had a little bit of a cough, but it doesn't seem to have developed into anything worse. We were sitting down, waiting for our to board the flight, and a man walked by, and he sneezed, and I held my breath, but I'm like, oh no, that sneeze velocity probably got me.
Why doesn't she get a knife? Get a knife.
Oh, anyway, stuffed pepper.
No one cares.
I'm totally over it. Over getting sick after traveling. You know what? I'm stupid. I should wear a mask. From now on, when I travel, I'm wearing a mask. It's not very smart of me. So, anyway, yesterday was Friday the 13th. I didn't realize that. And I was like, for some reason, just had the inclination naturally to really like just relax and watch horror movies. So
just naturally just wanted to chill out, watch horror movies, avoid social media, you know, wouldn't have anything to do with the entire 2 and a bit hour rager we did the day before that would have made any human being shamefaced to poke their head out of their little shithole apartment. That wouldn't have anything to do with it. It was because it was Friday the 13th and she's just so in tune with the universe and its vibrations that she's like, yeah, I'm going to stay in bed and watch horror movies with my bae because it's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, you're a Muslim. You don't believe in those superstitions. So it's just Friday the 13th. And isn't the Friday a big, like, religious day for Muslims? Isn't it? Isn't Friday meant to be, like, you're supposed to be, like, the least harami that you can be on a Friday? I don't know.
we watched a movie called No One Will Save You.
No one will, Foodie. No one will.
You can watch it on Hulu. It got such good critic reviews, but like if you check Rotten Tomatoes, the critic reviews were like in like 85, I think.
Okay.
That's a big gap, you know.
Yep.
I didn't hate it, but
We don't care.
it's actually weird because like the movie is pretty much a silent
Don't
movie.
care.
So I'll just probably like, since I'm not gonna go anywhere, I also don't want to go out and spread my sickness around. Also, so
Foodie, you don't go anywhere on your best days where you're sick or whether you're not sick. You stay home. You do. You're going to do the same things that you normally do when you're sick because you don't feel good most days. You can't walk places most days. The difference now is that, oh, that's a great one. I'm going to use that. Is that you've got a cough now and you maybe got a bit of a runny nose. But other than that, same shit, different day.
I'll just I have to catch up on editing. I know I say that all the time, but because I feel like you guys are like, is there any more vlogs from Thailand? And there are.
Can't wait.
So
Tell us more about your trip and your movies because it's so interesting.
I have to get to that. So I'll try to finish like all of that today.
But first we're going to finish this bowl of stuffed veg. Big importance.
I apologize for the delay because I know how annoying it is when like you're waiting for like a creator to come out with like content.
No. We're not. No, Foodie. No, Foodie. We wait for your insanities. We wait for like how wonderful you think they are, and then for us to be like completely disappointed and be like, oh, this is totally on brand for her. No. You know what's annoying? What you should work on is delaying how you talk and your bites. Delay your bites. Talk more. Delay your bites. Come prepared with something to say, and don't just rip off somebody else's TikTok story. Do a bit of research, do some background, spend like an hour and a half doing a bit of research, plan it out. You don't have to script it, but you plan out your dot points and then talk about it. You know? And don't do 3 words bite. Just don't do that. That's annoying. Us, we don't care when you put your vlogs out because they're never really that good anyway. We're just waiting for the next round of crazy bullshit that Foodie does.
For those of you who enjoy our vlogs, so.
Who? There's maybe 2 people that like them. That's fine. Let them enjoy it.
I don't know what spices they use, but the cabbage and the grape leaf ones are my favorite, and the tomato.
But you're a foodie. You should know. You would know.
Every day. I don't know if it's the vegetables.
If you find a dish and you love it, I don't know about anybody else, but if I find something that I really love, I will often go Google it and figure out how to make it myself so I don't have to buy it all the time, every time. And if I get a really bad longing or craving for it, I could whip it up. But is that a me thing? Or is that just foodie just does not care to know? You would think a foodie would know, though. Like a true foodie would be interested in the dishes that they're making, especially if it's one of their faves. Oh, it's got mince in there. Oh, it's got this spice and it's unusual and this is the technique and oh, this is how I know if it's a good one or this is how I know if it tastes bad. No, not this one. She's like, I'm just going to eat it. I don't know what's in it, but I'm going to eat it. But it's my
I have
fave.
like vitamins when I'm sick that I need in the soup.
Foodie, shut up. Shut up, vitamins.
There's this one place we love ordering from, and Salah gets the man stuff. And I like man stuff, but I find it a bit heavy when I'm feeling this way, so
Because this just looks like positively light meal. This is light as a
I'm just
feather.
enjoying having this soup, fruit juice, I know tea with, been having tea with honey, lemon. I had some lemons in my fridge. I don't know what I was thinking. I kept certain things in the fridge. I should have given them away. We had some containers of juice that like expired, but they're not open, so I'm gonna see if they're still good. And then we had a container of whole milk. It's still good. That's probably why I left it in there. Eggs, still good. And I'm surprised that there's like, a couple of lemons that were not moldy, so. It's like they knew I would be sick and they pulled it off. Don't die yet, guys. She's gonna need us when she gets back from the airport. And the guy in front of me on the flight from Bangkok to Doha, he was reclined like the whole time, you know. And it was lucky I was using the lunch tray next to mine because there's no way I could eat, even as like if I was a smaller size, with him reclined.
I was just going to say, don't even try and pretend that if he wasn't reclined, you'd be able to get that tray down, because we all know that you couldn't get the tray down. Your only option is to use the tray next to you, which tells me that you're either using Sala's tray or there was a seat in between you and Sala. Who knows?
So he was even closer to me, and he kept like, not to be gross, but I swear it was him. He kept passing gas.
I just want to point out that Foodie Beauty wanted to go out into the public and play pranks, and one of those pranks was to drop a grody in public and just walk away and film people's reactions. Her big farts in public and just run away, because that's funny. But she doesn't find gas in public spaces so funny now that she's not in Canada, single, and high off her head, and not requiring to use it for content. But before that, she was all about, she wanted to go and do pranks in public, and farting was one of them. How the tables have turned.
And I was getting so mad because it was like constant and it was uncomfortable. But Qatar Airways has like a perfume they must like spray into the air, so it made it smell okay once in a while. Anyway, you're like breathing in people's everything if you really think about it.
Yeah, and everyone's breathing in your everything. Ew, can you imagine?
I don't know.
Oh, yuck.
In closed quarters. I mean, when you have to, but it is what it is, and it's just not pleasant to inhale, you know, the whole flight. So,
Boo-hoo.
actually, the airline food was good. So yeah, who knows, but every time I travel.
Oh, we know, you've said it 3 times already.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, the trip was also exhausting.
We know you talked about this the other day. You talked about this during your live the other day. You've talked about this twice already. We already know. Find something else to talk about, please. And yuck, we still hate the colour of this hijab. It's better than the red, but as far as like showing up your blotchy, splotchy skin, but it's still horrible on you. You still look like death warmed up.
Like, the day before I have to go to the airport the next day, I'm just like too excited. Going to Bangkok, our flight was like at like 5 p.m.
How bad is that zit or whatever it is on her cheek? How bad is it? Because she's got filters on to the max today, and it is still very prominent. Like, this guy here is just not going anywhere. He's set up shop. He's decided he's in for the long haul. But everything else that was going on with his skin seems to have cleared up magically overnight.
So, that, you know, that's different. But when it's like early in the morning, I can't sleep.
Nobody cares.
When it's early, you know.
Ew, I can't watch you touch it.
That's one thing I'm not fearful of, and I have a lot of like weird fears. Not saying that fear of flying is weird, because one of the most common fears, fear of flying, you know. I will admit, whenever there's a lot of turbulence, I get nervous that we're just going to drop out of the sky or something.
Everybody does, you idiot.
Or I get fearful if I'm looking out the window and the plane is making a turn.
Yeah, normal.
I think, oh no, it's going to like invert. So that makes me a bit nervous, but I like Qatar Airways because we're well fed on that flight, you know.
Of course,
like I've said,
she likes Qatar because she's well fed. Well, duh. The most realist thing she said this whole live stream. I like it because they give us lots of food. But she said that was annoying because they woke you up every few hours and you're trying to sleep and now you're really super tired. Which one is it?
I mentioned, I think in a live stream, like, I won't buy any food at the airport if I don't have to. Like, water, coffee, stuff like that, you know. As for food, when you get on the plane and they take off and everything, maybe 5 minutes after being in the air.
Wait a minute. That's not true. That's not true. Because the last couple of times when we saw him drop her off the first time she left to Canada, they had 3 lunches before she left. And I think on the way coming back, we saw them eating at the airport. This time we didn't see them eating at the airport. But the other 2 times we have seen them chow down. We have seen them take full advantage of the foods on offer at the airport. I mean, the first time Sarah dropped her off like 8 hours early for her flight. They had 3 lunches. We had some chicken skewer satay stuff on rice. And then we sat down, I think we had burger and fries, and then there was some other shawarma looking thing. There were 3 different meals that they had. And the last time they came back with, they showed us stuff too. So that's not true.
The drink carts come around and they give you a snack.
We know how planes work. We've been on planes.
And not just airline peanuts, like a whole tortilla.
Oh my God.
Excellent food service.
Nobody cares.
I always have to like restrain myself when we're walking through, and they do it on purpose. They put the duty free, all the luxury shops, all the shopping shops. Before you have to walk through that.
No, Foodie, you're lying. You're not even slightly tempted by the luxury brands, because luxury brands are stupid. They're commercialized. They're capitalist. They're overpriced. We're a frugal queen. We don't go for labels. We don't go for brands. We just buy whatever we can afford. The cheap brands are just as good. You're not tempted by them at all, because you're not into luxury goods, because you're a humble queen who's on a budget.
Before you get to your gate, and I know why they do it. They're smart. Because I always have to hold back going to like the Chanel and wanting to buy lipstick or something, you know. And I'm thinking, no, save your money for
food,
trip and doing things instead of buying an expensive lipstick or expensive like wallet or something that you want.
Just buy ugly clothes instead.
But it's tempting.
Is it really?
Okay, that's filling.
Yeah, it should be. Now, who would have been able to sit down and eat that entire amount? I don't even think my husband could have sat down and ate all of that plus the soup. I think I could have probably finished off the zucchini and the cabbage and not had the rice. 1 piece of zucchini, 2 bits of the cabbage, a couple of mouthfuls of the soup, and I would have been full. But, yeah, normal-sized meal.
But it put a bit of life back into me.
Mm-hmm.
Just running down my eyes. Okay. So, I'm going to be just banging out the rest of our Bangkok trip vlogs on our couples channel, Solange Sean Politics.
Bang away.
So, yeah, I guess that is all, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned. I do have a whole cooking show planned when I'm feeling better. I didn't plan on getting sick.
Sure.
And it's just one of those things you really need energy to do, you know?
Yeah.
So, once I'm feeling even a bit better, I will and it will be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye! Okay, so that was Chantal just... She still just hasn't figured out how to do these things. I mean, everybody keeps telling her this is not a good format and the views are reflecting it. But anyway, her next move, we'll never know. She might show us all and do at least a week's worth of vlogs that are just cooking. She'll never live stream cook. She'll just do edited versions. But, yeah. Okay. Worcestershire sauce. What does she need that for? She probably needs that for the meatloaf. That's probably for the meatloaf. And maybe the gravy? Something to do with the poutine gravy? Don't know. I've never made poutine. Don't know what's in the gravy. But I know that you would probably use Worcestershire sauce in a meatloaf. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the... If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the... Scratching my nutsack, dropping rap like rap. I stepped outside of my show and got robbed by one of them thug cats. Hopped on stage and someone yelled out, use a rag. If I wanted to hear a I beat it like a punch bag. Fun fact, people jump me like bounce castles. All I gotta do for it to happen is go to 10 and count backwards. Hearing the crowd's laughter, said about my dash pass, and someone walked the bastard laughing, said, damn man, you's a sad bastard. A tad act misfit, vagabond and miscreant. So confusing people's contemptuous glance for actually feeling it. Not narcissistic, just part of the pot you pissed in. Pops parted ways with him and left not a drop of wisdom. Been caught slipping, the cardinal smart victim.